In life, there are many definitions of happiness. Some are happy when they get what they want. Some are happy when they simply go with the flow of their life. It all depends on your state of consciousness. The greater the consciousness, the greater is the depth of understanding. Once it happened, a wealthy merchant was in search of happiness, lasting happiness. And so he called all the pundits, scholars, and astrologers to find the answer, to see whether they can answer his question, whether they can show him the path to lasting happiness. But they all said, "We don't know. We don't know because we also never had any lasting happiness in our life. So we cannot give you the answer. But you can find the answer by visiting the Himalayan mountain region. Maybe somebody there can help you to find the answer." The wealthy merchant packed his bag with all the cash that he had, and he decided to set on his journey towards the Himalayan mountains. After a long travel, he reached the foothills of the Himalayan mountains, and he was very tired, so he thought to stop for a while. Just a few steps ahead, there was a hut, a very small hut. The hut had a door, but the door was not closed. It was open. The merchant pushed the door and came inside the hut. Inside the hut, there was a very old man seated in a lotus position. His eyes were closed and he was something, and the merchant could feel that he is in the omnipresence of a very divine person. There was a certain light around the old man. The merchant observed closely, and he could see that the old man was in deep meditation. And there was so much joy, so much bliss on the face of that old man that the merchant felt jealous. He thought, how come I couldn't have this kind of bliss, this kind of joy, this kind of peace in my life? When I have abundance of money and wealth and a fleet of cars and bungalows, and still I have never experienced such kind of bliss, such kind of happiness that I see on the face of this old man. He waited. He waited because the whole appearance of the old man was so enlightening. The beautiful experience of seeing what real bliss is was so engrossing that the wealthy merchant was not willing to disturb the old man. He just waited in the corner of the room, looking at the old man in deep meditation, and he just waited and waited. Whole life was spent with all pleasures and beautiful men and women all around, going to all great clubs and parties, and still this kind of joy, this kind of lasting happiness the merchant had never ever seen in his whole life. And so he waited. He waited for a long time, just looking at the old man. After a while, it became dark. And in that cold Himalayan mountains, it became very, very cold. The merchant started shivering with cold. And at that very moment, the old man opened his eyes. And the merchant was touched by those beautiful eyes of that old man. There was so much of compassion, so much of love, so much of depth in those eyes that the merchant was just taken aback. He just kept watching, he just kept looking into those beautiful eyes. The old man said, "Look at that wall. On that wall, there is an old blanket that I use sometime. You can take that blanket because you are feeling cold. You are shivering with cold. So just get up and take that blanket." The merchant's eyes became wet. With tearful eyes, he said, "You are half naked, and yet you are giving me that blanket because I am shivering with cold. How compassionate you are. I have never seen anybody as compassionate as you. I came to seek lasting happiness, but now I have dropped all my questions and all my seeking. Because before you, I feel so complete and so happy and so blissful that I have forgotten all my questions and all my seeking. And it is the very first time in my life that I am feeling so peaceful. At your feet, I surrender. And I pray to you that you accept me as your disciple, O Master. And the moment the wealthy merchant said, "I surrender you," something beautiful happened in his whole being. Something that he had never ever experienced in his whole life, and it is called peace. He experienced peace and bliss in that moment of surrender. And the moment you find peace, the doors of happiness open. Unless there is peace within, you can never find happiness. Always remember this. The moment the merchant found his happiness within, a great flow of happiness was experienced. It is only when you find peace within that you can find happiness. The road to happiness goes through peace within. Peace is to be found within. Peace comes when you drop the I, the ego. That is how the Holy Bible says that I must decrease and you must increase. This you is referred to God. That I must decrease and God must increase. That I must become smaller and smaller and smaller, while the God in my life must become bigger, bigger and more bigger. The moment the merchant said, "I surrender," ego was dropped at that moment itself. Ego died at that moment itself. And it is only when ego dies that you become alive. The merchant also felt alive the moment he surrendered himself at the Master's feet. And then the compassionate Master smiled and said to him, "So now you have found your answer." The merchant's face was glowing with happiness. He bowed before the Master and said, "Yes, Master, I have found my answer. I have realized that happiness is to be found within and not on the outside. Happiness is within, but we block our happiness by accumulating dust of ego and dust of negativity. But with your blessings, this dust of negativity, dust of ignorance, and dust of ego is wiped out. How can I thank you, Master? I will return home, but when I will return home, I will be a totally different person, a totally changed man. I came to seek lasting happiness, but with your blessings, I have realized that what I seek on the outside is already within me. I will go back home, but my only prayer is that you never should leave me, that your benevolent hands should be always on my head, that your shadow should always be upon me. That is my only prayer, said the merchant. The Master smiled, and the smile was so deep and so sweet. The merchant's heart moved with just that one smile of the Master. The Master looked into the eyes of the merchant and said, "Once I get hold of you, I never leave you. Now go back home and always remember, you are not alone." The merchant touched the feet of the Master. The Master offered him a fruit. In that cold mountains of Himalayas, who could have got a fruit? It is just not possible. But for the Master, everything is possible. And so the Master gave the merchant a fruit. The Master always says that everything is possible in this human life only if you are willing to change, and only if you are willing to let change happen within you. Happiness comes, but that happiness has to come from within. Happiness is your nature. There is nothing wrong in seeking happiness. What is wrong is seeking happiness on the outside when it is inside. As long as your happiness is based on the job you do, on the partner that you have in your life, or the home, the car, the bike, as long as your happiness is based on things that are on the outside, you will always find yourself in a miserable situation. Because the outside is always changing. Today you have something, tomorrow you don't. And if that is impacting your happiness, then that is a very big problem. Because you have been relying on the outside things for your happiness, when you should have focused within to find your happiness. and you will focus within only when you start meditating. So meditate every day. And before I leave you, I'll share with you one such video in which you will come to know what is Buddha's happiness.